No intro is needed for this. I have reviewed 33 horrible movies, ranging from Cat in the Hat all the way to Battlefield Earth. This movie, Street Trash 1987, is easily the worst, most offensive piece of dog shit I've ever seen on this fucking list. This film tries to be edgy, gory, like the 80s. But there's no 80s charm to this. Have you ever been homeless? Have you known a homeless person? Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? They're all fucking assholes. You have a boss? Well, guess what? Now he's a fucking rapist. You know a cop? Well, he's a fucking Chuck Norris wannabe who fucking just gets killed for no fucking reason. This movie has no purpose to it. And why is it called Street Trash? Well, because apparently 90% of the cast are fucking homeless. And there's a subplot, or supposedly main plot, but subplot about fucking liquor that was on the market but started killing people, so they take it off the market. But so this guy, for no reason, this clerk at a store, who it's a liquor store, he's going down in his basement looking around, and he's like, wow, I found a crate. What were you doing down there? There's no reason behind it. We just kind of see it happen. He opens this crate. He's like, wow, this shit must be like, what, 50, 60 years old? Cool. And then he starts selling it for $1 so the homeless people can have their fucking edge on. Because again, 90% of homeless people, no. According to this movie, 99% of the homeless people are fucking alcoholics. Not because they were screwed out of a job, not because of marriage and divorce and that whole thing. It's never that. It's because mostly they're just fucking alcoholics and drug addicts. That's just all of them, right? That's just all of them. But he starts selling them for $1, and then they start killing people. You would think that would be the main plot, but no, it's about this fucking cop against this homeless guy who was a Vietnam vet, who starts kind of running this fucking weird West Side kind of gang going on in the junkyard, and there's no real plot to this. Things just fucking happen just to happen. The main selling point to this movie is just say, hey, look, let's watch someone slowly melt into purple and green mush in a fucking toilet. Because, sure, I can keep down my vomit pretty well. I think I got a pretty iron stomach when it comes to watching films. Only one or two things can really make me vomit. Well, I just found the third one. This fucking movie. It's fucking pointless. There's no point to the violence. It's just like liqueur, killing people. It didn't serve anything to the plot. Why did they make it? When was it made? No one really knows. It's just there for the plot. And it follows two homeless people. They're brothers, even though they don't look alike. I mean, Sam and Dean from Supernatural look more alike. They're apparently brothers, and they just do nothing but bicker and fucking bitch and complain. And this movie, I've seen some mean-spirited things, and mostly coming from the 80s. Like, Toxic Avenger, which is the superhero from New Jersey because we needed one. This movie has, 2 rapings in it? And then there's a necrophiliac. So there's this boss, mobster guy, because that's another subplot to this fucking movie. He's like, hey, Tony, oh yeah, he's very stereotypical, very great. If you're an Italian, I can guarantee you're gonna fucking love him. He definitely doesn't insult any mafia. He doesn't insult the trend or the trope of mafias. He just got me going like, wow, dude, you're a total mobster. Because he's like, look at me when I'm talking to you. If I had to play a drinking game every time he said, look at me when I'm talking to you, I swear to God, I would have been on the fucking ground puking out my fucking liver. He's got this girl. We don't know he's actually dating, but anyway, this girl, she's pissed drunk in the fucking alleyway. One of the brothers finds her. She's like, I'm gonna fuck this. Because take advantage. Because this is the person we're supposed to be rooting for. This guy and the brother who looks like he's fucking 12, sounds like he's 12, but apparently he's an adult. I don't know. A little confusing because he was going to have sex with an adult. So is that molestation of a child? I don't know. It could be. Not so sure. You're going to have to look into that, but I'm not because I don't want to think about this movie for much longer. So he takes her home to the junkyard because that's where half the gang or half the fucking homeless people are living at. And then, I don't know. I swear to God, I thought there was, these guys turned to zombies because all they started is growling and moaning. And he sneaks chick into a fucking car. And then half the fucking homeless community starts staring at them while they're having sex. And then the brother, I don't know what happened. He gets hit or something. Then he's laying on the ground like, oh my god, my pussy. Oh my god, it hurts. She gets dragged out by like 90 different homeless people. And then we just assume she gets raped and we don't know what the fuck's going on. But we don't find out until much later that she's fucking dead by a fucking river. Awesome. Fantastic. And guess who owns that junkyard? He actually fucks that too. He sees a naked corpse laying in his property. He's like, I'm gonna hit that. And don't think, oh, you're just assuming that. No, he actually looks at her, grins and chuckles. Just remember, this is a dead person, by the way. He goes, fucking unzip. And then the next shot, like next time we see him, he unzips him. And the cop's like, yeah, she's got semen in her. And he's like, ooh, that's mine. I'm like, but whatever. Sick. Disgusting. Horrible. Horrible. And the same person who fucked that corpse tried to rape one of his coworkers. And you know what's even better on top of that? It's not just setting up tone or anything like that. Because no. It's 1987. So they play that goofy while this girl is getting ready to be mercifully raped. And then guess what? It gets better. It gets better. I swear to God. If you think this movie's disturbing, it gets better. It gets better. He drops dead on top of her because he has a heart attack. Because guess what? He's like 350 pounds. And he just drops. And she's just kind of laying there. Just like, Mr. Whatever your face is. Mr. Fat Shit. Mr. Norbit Wannabe. Get off of me, please. And then he goes, ha, I got you. She's like, I thought you were dead. That was fucked up. Oh my God. He's like, oh, you want it. And then he continues to try to rape her. Oh! This movie has no point. No point. It's disgusting. It's a fucking insult to a filmmaker. It's an insult to cinema. It's an insult to even exist. Was it released theatrically? Probably not. If it was, God rest your fucking soul for watching it. Normally, at least the past couple weeks, I've been trying to, like, let's talk about the plot. There's nothing to talk about. It's just homeless people going around being fucking assholes and saying how much we have a problem because the movie is titled Street Trash, insinuating that homeless people are street trash, not because they have a hard go of it. They're fucking assholes because, you know, if you're homeless, you can't hold a job. You're just a fucking dick. And guess what? If you're also a guy, you're just a fucking scumbag. You think it's just the one side of the spectrum that just people are assholes. This is great. This is fucking fantastic. Right at this point, this is going to be the second murder. This guy drinks this thing called Viper. That's the thing that's killing everybody. That has no backstory, no purpose. It's just there. That's like 80s gore. He drinks it. He's on top of like a freaking fire balcony thing on the side of a building, a fire escape, yeah. And he drinks it, and then he starts gooping out. That it's mostly off camera. You mostly see his feet that pop like a zit and shit like that. It's fucking gross, just to be gross. I don't get it, but whatever. Beside the point. He starts dripping, and apparently, once you drink it, your entire body becomes acid because some of the goop landed on this dude's face. He ends up running 2 blocks blind. And one of the cops that we follow is like, yo, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? By the way, he likes to squint like a raisin. Like, that's him. He's like, what's going on here? And then he's fucking sitting there, like, melting away. And, like, there's a crowd following this guy. Everyone's yelling at once. And then this girl's, like, trying to scream over everybody. He's like, I can't take everybody at once, one at a time. She's like, why? Because I'm a girl? What? What? He's like, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And then I actually had to pause and process what she says next. Are you ready? What did she say next? Oh, that's sexist of you. Oh, you would rather listen to them because they're guys. No. She said, you're the kind of cop that will pull me over for a stupid traffic violation and then rape me. What? What? I tweeted this out. My heart's racing. I'm honestly holding back because I have lovely neighbors. My previous neighbors were assholes. They constantly hated on me. They constantly bashed on my wall. They're a lovely family, so I try not to get too loud. And I'm really trying here. I'm just really trying not to get mad. I'm mad. I'm pretty pissed. But the fact that this movie exists, nothing is good about this. Nothing. The cinematography, I've seen fucking diapers filled with shit flow more fluently than this fucking cinematography here. The dialogue, no one talks like this. But to be fair, that was just the 80s in general. I don't know. I had nothing to talk about. It's just senseless gore, senseless violence, it's senseless nude scenes. Like, the first nude scene we get is just like in the intro where the homeless guy, one of the main brothers, the older one, he like steals a thing of like the thing of Viper before anyone drinks it, and $3, and it's just like this huge chase scene, and to get away from the guy, he goes inside a burning building and sees people fucking. I'm like, as a filmmaker, I understand the importance of seeing tit there. I see the importance of seeing vagina there. Because, again, symbolism. The symbolism is what means the most. It's subtlety. If you guys don't get it, why there needed to be tit there, you guys are the fucking idiots. Whatever. Anyway, this movie's awful. I swear to God, I'm not talking about it anymore. This movie, I'm shaking. Anyways, guys, thank you for this week's WTF series. It was street trash. If you guys didn't hear me the first time, I don't know. I kind of just went out on this one. No real script. I had notes, but there was, again, not much to talk about other than those key points. Boss is a rapist. Then he rapes a dead corpse. I mean, how can you rape a corpse when there's no consent? I don't know. It's disgusting. I'm thinking things I shouldn't be thinking. For real. No, not one thing is likable in this thing. So, yeah, that will be it for this week, guys. If you guys want to recommend something, you can always message me on Twitter at Gumps_videos, and you can follow me there for the latest news updates on my channel, guys. Yeah, I'll see you next week.